Hello, listeners, fuckers, dudes, and dudettes. Welcome to episode 8 of Grumpy X Sunshine. That's not 3 X's, but we do come with a parental advisory. I'm Storm, aka Grumpy, if you couldn't tell.
I'm Lady, aka The Sunshine. Hello, how are you?
And today is Headcanons Volume 2. So get out your tinfoil hats because we'll be talking about, drumroll please, the Roswell cover-up. So more gaslighting ahead. There's cover-ups to cover-up to cover-up.
Okay.
Literally.
Is our theme of the podcast just gaslighting at this point?
Basically.
Nice.
I'm gaslighting Lady. The government's gaslighting us.
I sometimes gaslight you.
Do you?
Yeah. That one episode that we were... Oh, it was the Jeffrey Dahmer one.
Okay.
When we were at the end, I kept telling you we already recorded it, and I was so mad.
Oh, I
forgot.
didn't. Yep.
We did not.
It's okay. We were both tired. You live and you learn. I don't care.
Cute. Okay.
So there's several different types of aliens. Okay.
What?
Yeah. No, there's several different types of aliens.
Okay.
Okay. Some people have started saying that you should call them extraterrestrials. But TBH, I like aliens better. I like to use the term aliens better. I think it's just funner and way less of a mouthful, and it rolls off the tongue nicer.
Why do we need to start calling them extraterrestrials?
Something about it's not nice to call them aliens. I'd love to know the alien that said that to them.
Okay.
But people started thinking that it's like derogatory towards aliens.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
But, like, I'd love to meet the alien that told them that. So, I'm gonna call them aliens.
Okay.
Okay. So, there's other websites and Facebook groups that you can go see about any, like, UFO sightings near you. And, like, really, really cool stuff like that. And, like, report them. Yes, UFO sightings happen today.
We report them on Facebook now?
Yeah, you can report them on Facebook and other websites.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You become Facebook group people. And, like, they'll post about alien encounters and stuff like that.
I mean, I kind of expected that, but...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to Facebook to report our alien sighting.
Well,
You know what? No, because I can't even say that, because I'm in that, I'm in this one group for our hometown, and it's something real breaking news. It has that for, like, literally every city, but
yeah.
they literally will drive by, turn around, and take videos of, like, ambulance stopping at people's houses and be like, I hope everyone's okay. Just trying to, like, they're so fucking nosy.
Yep.
Like, I like using it because they'll post about, like, road closings from accidents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I like to, like, just skim through it just to make sure that maybe, like, when I'm driving over to your house, there's not, like, a road closed or something. Yeah. No, half the posts are like, oh, there was a cop at my neighbor's house, wonder what's going on. Oh, there's an ambulance pulling down on Todd Avenue, what's going on?
Yep.
And I'm just like...
Dude, get a life.
Mind your own business.
Yeah. You don't need to be all up in people's business like that.
That's funny. Okay.
So, so there are different types of aliens. I don't know all the alien types.
Isn't reptilians one of them?
One of them, yeah.
Okay.
One of them is very, very reptilian. Some are nice and some are not so nice.
Okay.
So, nice. But personally, Storm here, I want to meet one with tentacles as long as my fluids don't burn them and their fluids don't burn or harm me. I want to try to monster mash with them.
But our fluids can burn them?
Not necessarily. As long as our fluids do not, like, hurt them and their fluids do not hurt me.
Is that a thing? That our fluids can hurt them?
I don't know.
How do we know this much about aliens? Or is this fiction?
I don't know.
Is this from books you've read?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know that, yes, there are different types. Like, yes, there are different types. The whole fluids burning them, that one's just from books I've read. And as long as that doesn't happen,
okay,
I'd love to monster mash with them.
Can we take a second before we go into the conspiracy?
With what?
I just want to talk about aliens for a second.
Talk about how I read monster mashing smut.
I think we all kind of expected that at this point.
I would hope so.
Wendigo statements.
Yeah.
But I don't know. How do we know that there's different species of aliens?
Listen, I
assume there are.
Yeah.
How do we know what they are?
I guess abductions or something like that.
Okay, so like different people who report their abductions, they talk about, well, these ones look like reptiles, and well, no, these ones look like ETs, and
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, different. I'm friends with a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life that I've had some real in-depth conversations that, I'm flighty because Gemini. But this episode will actually probably be coming out right around after my birthday. I know the Zodiac one's coming out right after. What episode is this? 8?
I think the Zodiac one comes out right before your birthday.
Yeah, the weekend before. It comes out when we are recording this. The Zodiac one comes out next Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday. So it's the week before my birthday when we are recording this.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm turning 25. Respect your elders.
And then in 3 months I will be 25.
I'll still be your elder.
You know that Zodiac episode comes out on my birthday?
Yeah.
We're releasing an episode on 9/11.
Oh, God.
On your birthday. Happy birthday. Don't talk about the Twin Towers.
Oh, awkward. Is it too soon?
I don't know.
I would hope not. It's been 23
It will be 23 years because they are 2 years older than the Twin Towers collapsing.
Jesus.
Turn 2, the day that 2 planes crashed into 2 towers, killing over 2,000 people.
That's a lot of twos.
That's a lot of twos.
Anyways, aliens.
Okay, but I wanted to say something about the alien things.
Yes,
okay,
aliens.
I think people get way too deep about this. But also, my grandpa has claimed that he was abducted by aliens multiple times.
With the narcoleptic
friend. He is, well, yeah, they're both fucking narcoleptic. They were in their 80s.
Yeah.
Talking about alien abductions But I do think my grandpa has caught evidence of aliens.
Okay.
He has this, one video that he always told everyone about. And I have seen the video with my own 2 eyes.
Yes.
Okay. So what it is it looks like my grandfather and his friend were pulled over on the side of the road.
Yeah.
He said that they were coming home from some robotic convention in West Virginia or something like that.
Okay.
So it's somewhere in between West Virginia and northern Ohio. So he said that they had pulled over off to the side of the road because they had noticed these lights up in the sky. So he decided to start filming it because he didn't know what it was, and that's just who my grandpa is.
Yeah.
So they're pulled over, and in the footage, you could see him looking up through, the opened car window. So you could see, the edge of the car, and then it's, through the car window.
Okay.
And the window is, obviously open. And up in the sky, there are multiple different colored lights. I think there was only, 3 of them.
Okay.
I know for sure there was at least 2. Blue and green.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're looking up at these lights, normally when you see a strobe or a laser, you see the beam with it. Doesn't matter. Even on clear nights, you will see the beam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dust particles in the air, stuff like that.
No beam. No beam whatsoever in the footage.
Okay.
There's absolutely no beam. And then you have the main 2 lights, which was the blue and the green. You have one big blue light, one big green light, and a bunch of little ones. Okay.
Okay.
And the little ones would go into the big blue one and then out of the big blue one and circle around the big blue one and come over here to the little green ones, and the little green ones would go inside the big green one and out, and they were all kind of floating around each other, coming into contact, backing away, coming into contact, and then the big ones would blink.
Okay.
And my grandpa, while we were watching the video, he would say that's how they're communicating. You see the 2 ones blinking at each other, the 2 big ones. He's like, I think those 2 are the motherships, or the big ships.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have your smaller ones, which come out, and the smaller ones will go into contact with each other and then blink. And that's how they're talking. It's like a Morse code.
Okay.
And then they go back and forth and then they all go into their own little ships, and then the colors just disappear. They don't fly away.
They just go blank.
Disappear.
Okay, then.
So, for the longest time, anyone that my grandpa ever talked to about this video was like, oh, it's just like stadium lights. You would see a beam, right? And these lights didn't just look like a spotlight up in the sky. They were almost 3D.
Okay.
It looked like you're looking at
like an alien spacecraft.
Yeah, but like imagine you see a plane flying in the sky, right? And you see the little lights blinking.
Okay.
Imagine that, but engulfing the entire plane, as big as the plane.
Okay.
But that type of light moving in the sky, where you can tell it's a ship or something. It's a thing moving. It's not just light being shown up into the sky. It's not a laser. It's not anything like that.
It is the source.
And this was years ago.
Yeah.
So no, there's not going to be the high-tech lasers that we have now or the drones or anything like that. This was like back when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah.
So like almost 20 years ago. You know? It was crazy.
Almost 20. Okay.
But he also likes to say, listen, they were pulled off on the side of the road and then the video ends after the things disappear, right?
Yeah.
He said, well, I don't even remember taking that video. I don't remember us pulling off to the side of the road. We just woke up on the side of the road and my back hurt. I think they probed me. They saw me taking the video and they probed me. I said, crap, but that's not what happened. He says that again about another time where him and his buddy woke up in a ditch. It was like my head hurt. My whole body hurt, like I was just in pain.
Well, you woke up in a ditch.
They fell asleep at the wheel, driving at like 2 a.m. and crashed into a ditch. He's lucky he's not dead. Okay? They were both narcoleptic old men, like, but I don't think he was ever abducted, but I definitely do think he saw aliens before.
Yeah, but like, yeah. There are different types of aliens and stuff like that. I'm sure that they have different types of ships and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure the government talks to them.
Oh, yeah. Well, the government
sure.
admitted it, right? That they have communication with extraterrestrials, right?
So, details on that are a little murky, but essentially, there was a meeting, public meeting, that was on, like, .gov, held by a committee that essentially said, listen, we cannot keep lying to the American people about extraterrestrials.
Wasn't this during the time of, like, Roe v. Wade being dispersed?
I think so. Ish.
It was, someone was on trial.
Yeah, it was a hot minute ago.
Yeah, someone was on trial and they did that whole... They started questioning the different agents and stuff.
I don't know.
I watched the whole thing.
I didn't. I watched snippets of it to make sure it was, like, actually real and, like, not a spoof.
Yeah.
But, like...
Well, I was interested in it, but it was definitely...
Here's the thing. We already knew aliens were real.
Yeah.
Most of us already knew.
Well, I think what they were doing was, from the time that they found out about aliens until now, they have been slowly releasing little things to get us used to the idea of aliens.
Yeah.
And then when it hit the peak popularity, which would be now...
Everybody's making
everyone already
about aliens?
Well, everyone already agrees that aliens exist.
Yeah.
The few people that don't only disagreed because the government said no. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So they got to the point where it's like, well...
if they don't believe, then it's just...
They got to a point where the government was on, you know, a podium being people were against the government during larger conspiracies.
People are still against the government. So.
Well, yeah. But we're talking about, like, during anything where the government is taking away rights, they always...
Try to distract you with something else.
Yeah. So it got to that point where it's like, well, let's just distract them with some aliens while we're taking away women's rights.
And nobody was distracted.
No.
There were some memes about it.
Yeah.
But nobody cared.
But there was memes about the fact that you were trying to distract us with aliens that we already knew existed.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened? The year is 1947. America World War II peace treaties have been signed. Cold War is happening. The Truman Doctrine is introduced to combat communism. This is the year that the Black Dahlia is last seen alive and found.
Oh.
The first version of Anne Frank's diary was published in the Netherlands. National Security Act of 1947 was signed, establishing the DoD, the CIA, National Security Council, and Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Oh.
And a lot of UFO sightings were happening.
Okay.
So this is very much a year of, like, fuck the government, but also love the government.
Okay.
Very weird. So, July 1947, an object crashes in Roswell, New Mexico.
Okay.
Okay. Roswell's a quiet town with mostly ranchers. Local ranchers report to the sheriff that they found a bunch of debris on the farm. Sheriff calls an army guy that has to call another superior that has to call another superior that tells the other army guy to go get the debris.
Okay.
Army guy comes out, takes a truck full, goes back. They test it. They fly it out. Okay. Then people start saying it's from a UFO, like the rancher. Okay. Government says it's from a weather balloon. Mind you, the other people saying that it's from a UFO, the guy that originally went to go get the truck full of debris said it's from a UFO and later retracted his statement, whatever you want to call it.
UFO just means unidentified flying object.
No, they were talking about spacecraft.
Okay.
From a flying saucer.
Okay.
Okay. Government says it's from a weather balloon, comes back to collect the rest of the debris. Army men, the way they do this collection is they stand in a line overlapping views to walk a square mile to collect the debris. Okay? So, like, one person's standing, and you can see what the guy to your right has, and you can see what the guy to your left has. So everything's picked up. After this happens, the Roswell mystery explodes.
Okay.
Okay? Government still insisting it's a weather balloon.
We all know it wasn't.
They do make a compelling case for it being a weather balloon.
Okay.
Not a very compelling case, but a compelling case nonetheless.
Okay.
1994, the government decides to release a, quote, tell-all report saying it was from a top-secret development to spy on the Soviets' Project Mongol, and that the alien bodies they said to have collected were from testing dummies with parachutes, and that people were just confusing the timeline of events.
What?
AKA the government was gaslighting people.
Okay.
Okay, so 61 years later.
So they did find body parts.
Apparently they found some body... There were a couple eyewitness accounts saying that they pulled bodies out of this wreckage.
And then the government confirmed that, yeah, we did pull body parts.
No.
But they said it was from test dummies.
Test dummies, yeah.
So they confirmed that something humanoid was pulled out.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Trust me, because the gaslighting...
But I want to make it known. The government said right there it was just test dummies. So they are acknowledging that something humanoid was pulled out.
We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there. Okay, 61 years later, a new witness steps forward.
Okay.
Okay?
How many years later?
61.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This is... Okay, so... I watched a couple things to get a lot of this information. I watched UFO Hunters.
Okay.
I do have some other websites of, like, .gov and whatnot, but me and reading don't get along too well.
No, they don't.
No, me and watching videos on double speed get along very well.
Right.
Okay, so one of the things I watched was UFO Hunters. That's what it's called. UFO Hunters on the History Channel. Okay, so the one witness was from the Army. This is in starring season 2, episode 5 of UFO Hunters.
Okay.
He was 81 then when the show was recorded. Okay.
So he was in his 20s. He was 20 years old when he saw it. Because it came out 61 years later and he was 81.
I don't know.
Okay. Never mind. Just keep going.
Okay. He died in 2008.
Oh.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah. So this guy comes out and he's like, hey, it looked like aluminum foil, and when he would crumble it up, okay, looks like aluminum foil, when he would crumble it up, it would just pop back open.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it would just pop out to, like, its normal form. Okay. And that's, like, before he could stuff in his bag. Right? So he would crumble it, apply pressure, go to stuff it in his bag, so release some of the pressure, and it would just bloop.
That would be so irritating.
Yeah.
Could you imagine struggling to put this shit into your book bag and it keeps just popping open?
Yeah.
I would be so pissed off.
Yeah, I think they call it, like, a ramsack or something like that.
I would just throw it. That's what I really do when I get irritated with stuff. I just chuck it.
Yeah, I know. You threaten to throw your computer out of the window all the time.
I know. It's
oh my
so
God.
bad. I just
yeah.
want
Yes, it's very bad.
Violence.
And your sunshine. Anyways. So, in that episode of UFO Hunters, they actually go into caves under the desert of Roswell, like under the desert of the crash site itself, to try to find any leftover debris from the original crash. Newsflash, they don't really find anything.
Okay.
They find a lot of soil.
Okay.
And soot.
Did that guy still have that piece?
No.
Oh.
He didn't have the original piece. No, the government came in, okay, and there's other eyewitness accounts that essentially the government came in and basically strong-held everybody, saying, hey, if you have anything and we find out, bad things are gonna happen.
I would keep it.
If you have kids and a family, though,
I would keep it.
And they threatened your family,
I would keep it.
and they threatened your children,
How are they going to find it?
they came in and, like, ransacked the houses. Like,
That's
just
fine place
straight
for
up
it.
came in and just opened shit up and, like, ransacked the houses.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to break down my walls?
They might. If it looks new, if it looks newly put up, they might.
I'd find a place for it.
Nah, I'd get rid of that shit fucking quick. It
I'd
wouldn't.
figure something out.
It would not be at my house. It would not be at my house. No. No.
I'd find a way to keep it.
You say that now.
Finders keepers.
Anyway. The fuck?
Finders keepers. You can't touch it. I call dibs.
Anyways. Government says that the weather balloon from the Project Mongol crashed and spread out debris.
Okay.
So essentially, these weather balloons were about 700 to 800 feet, and the general premise of the project was that they were testing to collect sound waves and stuff from the Soviet Union to try to protect from any missiles and bombs and spying.
Sound waves?
Yes. Okay, so...
Hold on, wait. This thing landed over New Mexico.
Yes.
And they were trying to say...
They were testing it.
Okay.
They were trying to say they were testing it. Okay.
Over New Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's not a lot of stuff for New Mexico.
There's not a lot of anything, so I feel like if you're testing sound waves, you
Yeah.
would go over something that has...
Well, think about this. Las Vegas, Nevada's right there. It's far enough away that they could test stuff and blow up bombs and stuff. Nearby enough that they could test out the weather balloon equipment.
Okay.
So, like, it does make sense, because a lot of stuff that they tested, like the atomic bomb, I mean, Oppenheimer just came out, it's 3 hours long. Like, they tested the atomic bomb down near New Mexico.
Did you watch that?
No. I have yet to watch it. I really want to see it, though.
I haven't watched it.
Okay, yeah, they went out to New Mexico to test these bombs and the weather balloons to see if they could pick up any sounds. So, they got this theory from submarines that had audio equipment in them.
Okay.
That would essentially pick up bombs going off across the ocean and being able to tell where they were going off across the ocean.
Okay.
Okay. They brought out 2 witnesses to the event, one army person that collected the material at the crash site, and one son of an army guy that had brought home some material even though he wasn't supposed to.
Shame on him.
You were just saying finders keepers, bitch.
Yeah, but he's army.
Oh my goodness.
Government property isn't allowed to do that.
That's fucked up for you to say. That's real fucked up for you to say.
Sorry.
You're in a mood today.
I know. I'm having a great time.
Oh my god.
I slept like 10 hours last night, and it feels like I only slept like 2.
Jesus.
I haven't slept at all this week, actually, if we're being like 100% honest.
Other than last night?
I've been like barely slept.
Sounds about right for you.
I know. It's just been Monday through Thursday. It's just stressful for me.
Every day is stressful for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the show UFO Hunters brings them in for a blind test to see what the materials they could have seen, and both of them identified this sort of acetate material as the closest.
What's acetate?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So it's this pretty thin and kind of looks like a thicker, less bendable form of tinfoil.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll show you the video later.
Okay.
But for anybody else out there, it's season 2, episode 5 of UFO Hunters. It's towards the end. So it essentially does exactly what the eyewitness accounts say that it can do, and it's pretty thin. Looks like thicker tinfoil. You can bend it, crush it, but it would pop right back out when they release the pressure.
Okay.
Okay. This doesn't mean that they used it, or this is exactly what they found. It just means that it's the closest material that they had at this little, like, testing thing to give them. Okay? So, acetate was used to strengthen fabric in aircrafts as early as 1910, but is not known to be used in any sheet form in any aircraft in the 1940s. Okay? So, understand, this is acetate, the stuff that they were looking at was a sheet form.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is not what we ever used.
No. In the 1940s. So this acetate material was also not said to be used in the building of these weather balloons and materials and devices on the weather balloons.
Okay.
Okay. So, weather balloon, out the fucking window. Physical evidence also suggests that there were 2 crash sites, not just one. The second happened in the plains of San Augustine.
Where's San Augustine?
It's 250 miles away from Roswell.
Okay.
Okay. So UFO hunters suggested that they were 2 spacecrafts that actually crashed into each other and kind of like flung each other to the opposite site. That would make sense because, like, boom in the air and then flying 250 miles, each of them would only have to go half.
Mm-hmm.
Halvesies.
Ew.
So there was also a piece of evidence dug up that was found at one of the 2 crash sites. I believe it was Augusta. And it's this, like, melted together mess, and it was, like, smooth to the touch, like, on the outside. Okay? So the UFO hunters took this piece to get it tested, and it turns out that that piece that they found from the dig site from archaeologists was actually HDPE, high density polyethylene.
Okay.
Okay, so now high density polyethylene is more commonly used in, like, Tupperware nowadays.
Oh.
Nowadays.
Okay.
Okay. So it started getting used in Tupperware in the 1960s and was officially invented in 1953.
Okay.
Roswell
Was 1940 something.
1947.
Okay. So 6 years
Yeah.
beforehand we had discovered it, basically. No, I'm sorry.
After
6 years after we had
Roswell.
discovered it.
Yep. So it has a melting point of 130 degrees Celsius, around 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Highest temp recorded in New Mexico was 112 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 50 degrees Celsius. And even that was after 1947. So the question that the UFO hunters have is, how did that get there? And I'm going to be honest, a bunch of kids with a Tupperware container and a giant fire, they're throwing that bitch in. You can't tell me that they're not.
When did they discover the HDPE?
It was when they did an archaeological dig.
So
after
years.
years later.
Okay.
Enough years that it could have been
Someone else.
a bunch of kids with a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not many people go out there. It's family land. it's like literally a ranch.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Could have just been kids burning garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. I know there were other questions, but I don't remember them. I don't know, you had other questions.
I can't remember them.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Acetyl. Acetylene, whatever you said before.
Oh, the metal.
Yeah.
What about it? Acetate.
Acetate. It's tinfoil, but not?
It's thicker tinfoil. Like a thicker tinfoil. Have you ever seen like a sheet metal?
Yeah.
It's thinner sheet metal.
But it's not tinfoil.
No, it is not.
It just resembles a thicker version of tinfoil.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay. Go ahead.
But yeah.
I don't have any more.
Okay. That's pretty much it. Do you believe the weather balloon or the flying alien spacecraft?
Flying alien spacecraft, of course.
Dude, me too.
Wait, that's all we had for that one?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger.
I tried, but
No, that's okay.
I had to write all this today because I'm super
Is
busy.
this the stuff that got brought to Dayton, Ohio?
I have no idea.
There was a UFO crash that got brought to the military base over here.
No, I don't think it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I would
This
like
all
to talk about Ohio's.
Yes. Maybe next one?
Yeah. Next headcanon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More aliens.
I love aliens.
Dude, me too.
I'm super
I
into
want to
aliens.
fuck aliens.
Stop.
No.
Maybe that's why you're just not meant to have a partner on Earth. Your soulmates in the sky.
I just want to monster mash with the aliens. I don't want to go on a date.
Your soulmate lives in the sky.
I just want to monster mash with them.
I don't like how you're calling it Monster Mash.
I want to monster mash. And if they have tentacles, even better.
You know what? Listen, okay, so I started watching South Park. Not by my own doing. It was by my housemate's doing. I would go over to her side of the house and she would put on South Park. But every time you say Monster Mash, I picture you in South Park form and an alien in South Park form doing that motion. And it's the funniest shit in my head.
Oh my god.
I don't think the show's funny. I don't like it. I don't really even like Family Guy.
No, I don't like Family Guy either.
I don't even like American Dad.
Nope, don't like that one.
Archer was pretty okay.
Haven't seen it. I thought about watching that one though.
That's a guy who's Archer's voice is Bob's Burger.
Don't know who that is.
You don't know Bob's Burgers? That's a good show.
I've heard of it. I don't know it.
That's a good show. I enjoy that one.
I watch Bones. I watch The Mentalist.
What's The Mentalist?
It's a guy that used to pretend to be a psychic. That his wife and daughter got murdered by a serial killer. And now he helps the police being a mentalist.
Is it like Criminal Minds? Where they like profile a person?
Not really. It's like Psych. Do you remember the show Psych?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, except the guy doesn't pretend to be a psychic. He says psychics aren't real.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that one show that did the Finder with Bones?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
I can't think of it either.
I don't know.
I liked that show. That was a good show.
I never got to actually watch it.
I only watched it because it was on Bones, and me and my mom were like,
Yeah.
We watched some of it.
I might have seen one episode, but that's about it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't like watching things that are super serious anymore.
Yeah.
I'll watch Bones as a comfort show just because I know exactly what happens anyway, so it's mainly just on in the background, and I like watching for like little details that I never noticed before.
Yeah.
But like, I don't like super serious anymore. Like Bob's Burgers, it's just like a cute little, it's weird. But it's not South Park weird.
Yeah.
It is weird kids with weird parents. You know?
No, I don't know because I've never watched it. I don't plan to either.
Louise is... I don't know.
I
it's
watch
just funny.
YouTube. I watch a lot of Stardew Valley.
You do watch a lot of just YouTube.
Yeah.
You're a very iPad kid.
The fuck? Says Says the one that's younger than me. In every way possible.
Not every way possible.
Every way possible. Other than your food tastes, every way possible.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
True.
I don't just sit there and just watch YouTube all day long.
And?
I put on, like, Bob's Burgers. I'll watch Steven's Universe, and...
There's other stuff on YouTube that isn't just, like, watching
But you
Stardew.
only watch Stardew playthroughs. Sam and Colby. And that's all I ever see on. Oh, Loey.
I love Loey.
Loey
Yeah. Bug. No, I watch that on TV, and then I'll put on Discovery Plus when I go to bed. So I watch a lot of Caribbean Life retail.
I have not ever seen you put on Discovery Plus before bed. Usually when I walk in, when you're going to bed, on your little projector, you have on Sam and Colby.
No.
Loey.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Every single time. Every
On my
time that I've
projector?
walked in.
No, you have never seen me put on before bed.
Uh-huh.
No, not Loey and Sam and Colby. No.
I've walked in before after you had gone to bed. It was probably like 40 minutes after.
That might have played after.
And I walked into your room and Sam and Colby was on the TV. And I was like, Sam and Colby? That's on out here.
Yeah, no. I would watch, like, Stardew Valley if I'm trying to, like, calm myself down.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of Stardew Valley on there, too.
Yeah. But a lot of times it's Hulu, and I'll go on, recently I put on The Mentalist, or Discovery Plus, and I'll put on Ghost Adventures, or Caribbean Life.
Oh, I can't watch anything, like, paranormal anymore. Like, when I'm getting ready for bed. Or, like, when I'm alone in a house, I can't.
50-50.
Especially not in your house.
Yeah, no.
The one night I tried to put on Sam and Colby, and... Ugh.
Yeah, no. Not a very good idea most times.
I don't...
Yeah, I had to start watching Stardew Valley because I was getting, like, straight up nightmares.
Yeah.
Like, nightmares. Like, recently I've been under a lot of stress, so I've been getting a lot of nightmares.
Well, the one day I was just sitting on your couch, and I was, like, dozing off.
Okay.
And Sam and Colby came on, and I was like, I'm not even going to change it. I don't care. It was one of the episodes we had seen before. I think they were in, like, Rome or something.
Okay.
With the long-haired Nate.
Okay.
The one that I think is hot. Anyways, so they're in... It's the one that we've already seen before, and I already know what happens. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm, like, starting to doze off, and I just kept seeing shit.
Oh my god.
Like, out of the corner of my eye, or, like, I kept feeling something, like, touching me, and at one point I literally felt something breathing on my neck.
Okay.
And I was like, "Ugh." So I had to turn it off. I turned it on, Simsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I didn't want to go lay in bed, because when I lay in your bed, the window, I constantly thinking something's looking in there.
The window to the, driveway?
No, when I'm laying in the bed.
Window to the backyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how there's that little corner window? Yeah, that whole corner window, it feels like something's just like...
Well, no, one's to the driveway, one's to the backyard.
Driveway?
Yeah, the driveway. I have neighbors, and there's a driveway right next to the one window.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your driveway. I was like, that doesn't even look that way. Yeah, no. I hate it.
I'm pretty sure I saw, not recently, but like 6 to 9 months ago, I'm pretty sure I saw somebody outside my window looking in.
Ew!
So I put some stuff over it.
That's nasty.
Yeah. Anyways, weird thought of the week. Do you think aliens abduct us like we get pets sometimes because they think we're cute and just like on the side of the road and in the middle of nowhere? And the ones they return are just the alien parents telling them no?
I think nowadays that's probably more what it is. I think when they used to abduct us before, it was not because they were trying to like...
They were trying to figure out body things.
Yeah, I think they were just experimenting on us before. Yeah, I know. He doesn't know we're recording right now. I can just ignore it. It's not vibrating.
I was asking, did you need to pick that up?
Oh, no.
Okay. But yeah. Aliens probably definitely probed people, but I thought that was funny and weird.
Okay.
What?
I don't know how much I believe in any type of, like, abduction.
Dude, here's the thing. All the aliens would have to do would be like, hey, we'll give you free medical care if you come let us experiment on you a little bit and, like, give us samples. I would go do it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
If they could let me live on their planet, if it's feasibly better than ours, because I'm assuming it will be.
Yeah.
Assuming aliens live the way that I think aliens live, if they just told me you can get off this planet, 100% yes.
Dude, there's this author, Victoria Avalon. Avalon? Something like that?
I have no clue.
Victoria Avalon. She writes this clandestine book series, okay? The first book is Choosing Theo.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. I've recommended it to you a few times. I don't know if you've read it yet or not.
No, not yet.
I love this book. I have read it 3 times. I plan on reading it again. I absolutely love it. Okay. When I tell you I love this book. Okay. And if it was the world that she made up, like the planet that she made up, I'd probably volunteer. Not gonna lie, I'd probably volunteer.
Isn't it where, like, women are, like...
Basically princesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's, like, way more men in the world or something, so women have their complete pick and choose of whatever partner they want. And...
It is 20 men to 1 woman.
Now, if this was a human world, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah. But no, like, if...
Do you have lotion?
Not up here.
That's okay.
Essentially, like, in her world, women are cherished. If you go to hurt a woman, you could be basically put to death. Not necessarily put to death, but, like, put in jail for a very long time. There's these mates that used to happen, that these aliens get these mating marks on their hands and stuff, that... You could definitely hear my neighbor mowing his fucking grass. And if you can't, bless you, don't listen for it. Fight me. My neighbor wants to fight me, apparently, for mowing his fucking grass right now. Anyways. They're always mowing their goddamn lawns.
Yeah, it's gotta be perfect.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the wives get waited on hand and foot. Like, you have to make a certain amount of money to even be qualified as a man to marry. Catch for the women, though, they move on to the next household after their birth happens. The men raise the children, and the women move on to the next household.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
No. I mean, I understand for, like, population necessity, but, like...
Yeah.
Sounds kind of terrible.
I couldn't move on.
No, I wouldn't be able to move on either.
No.
I would just never have a baby if I picked someone.
No. And, like, the men go to husbandry school. Okay? So they learn how to cook, they learn how to clean, they learn how to... There is a, adult performance class.
Okay.
And that's, like, their senior year, quote-unquote senior year. Right before they graduate, they can elect to take this class. So.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds like a pretty cool alien world. My alien world is more like Lilo and Stitch.
Okay.
Where it's very... We acknowledge other races and stuff. We have this treaty. Races can either join or elect not to join, but if you elect not to join, you still have to follow rules, and you have the entire galactic treaty against you if you do not follow these rules.
Okay.
But it's very, like,
That to me seems
very,
almost human-like.
Yeah,
better version of human-like, but
it seemed in my head, aliens are, for one, so far advanced from us that in my head they can't not be diplomatic. Like, I don't see them acting as savage as we do.
Okay, some of the aliens that I have heard about, they can be brutal.
Yeah.
You don't want them being real. Other ones, they're intelligent, they're nice.
I see it very much how, like, the Earth is today. Like, yeah, there's some
species.
I don't even want to say species. In our governments, there's some governments that are absolutely fucking despicable.
Oh,
right?
I thought you meant, like, alien species.
This relates
I thought that's
to them.
what you were talking about.
I feel like it's very similar to us, where, yeah, absolutely, some of them are absolutely despicable. Yeah. But I feel like they are so far advanced that they have a kind of, like, hold down on even some of the most savage governments within their races. Like,
you would have to look into more about aliens.
Yeah, I don't want to, though. I like the idea of them I have in my head.
Yeah.
I just, in my opinion, to be that advanced, you have to have some form of diplomacy.
This is going to hit you hard. This was on my CoStar app today.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You are not ready for this, but I'm going to tell you anyways. People avoid the truth because they are afraid that it'll destroy their illusions.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is absolutely me right now.
You made
I don't want you to destroy my illusion in my head that aliens don't actually want to just murder us and they're probably better people than us. I feel like if you're that advanced that you're just, like, traveling light years away just to explore us, you have to be advanced, right? You have to be so far advanced that you can make treaties and be diplomatic with other species.
I think about it like this. Okay, so we started making planes in, like, 1910. Yeah. Not necessarily 1910 specifically, but we had planes and aircraft in 1910. Did they fly good? No. But I think, like, times like Roswell in 1947, they were, like, their early establishment of space aircraft. They were basically, for them, tin buckets.
Yeah.
So, what it would be now, 60-some years later, crazy to me.
Yeah.
If you want more information, go to the .gov websites, go see that UFO Hunter show, or BuzzFeed Unsolved Network has an episode out.
Do your own research.
Yeah.
But do your own reputable research, please. Don't go to 4chan.
Oh my god.
Don't go to QAnon.
We're on that again.
Or Reddit.
We're on that again. We told you guys how to do reputable research using Wiki, like Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Going down to the resources section.
Check your resources.
Always
check your authors.
Resources.
Make sure they're not crazy.
They're all going to be crazy for this.
Yeah, probably.
But UFO sightings, this one specifically is like forums and stuff like that. But you can get a lot of good things from .gov websites for this because they've become unclassified.
Yeah.
There's a couple agents and stuff like that that's redacted, but
yeah,
not much. So, thanks for hanging out.
Be kind, love yourselves.
And maybe hydrate, you little creeps.
Bye bitches.